What's up, guys? It's JMS80, and I've got some team deathmatch for you today on Wasteland. I know I haven't been putting up like commentaries per se here lately. That's because I've been trying to get my Let's Play or playthrough. I've actually decided to call it a playthrough rather than a Let's Play for the first Dead Space. And the reason why behind that is because most Let's Plays, you have the commentator, he'll actually do commentary over it, while he's playing it. But like I said, my setup right now is I can't really do that. So, and really, I would much rather bring you just the full experience of the story mode itself and what's going on, and so that way you can hear everything as I'm hearing it. And I do make it a point, like in game, to actually stop and listen to everything that's said, pick up as many like text documents and kind of scroll down them slowly, so that way if you want to read them, you can actually just pause the video, take take your time to read them, and because it really is, it's a very interesting story. But anyway, gonna get into talk about the gameplay here just for a short second. I'm using one of my fun classes right here, using the RPD with a grip. I can't remember I think my secondary is like I think it's the PP2000. I'm not completely sure. And I'm running with the kill streaks, Predator Missile, Harrier Strike, and the AC-130. That's actually my preferred kill streak loadout for this map because it's just a lot of open space, just a lot of stuff going on. If you haven't noticed already by now, the entire, well, at least I don't know about the entire enemy team, but most of them, they are just noob tubing it up, and that's just the one thing I kind of get sick of it every now and again. But for the most part, though, it doesn't bother me unless I run into like a lobby like this where you hear a thump going off like every 2 seconds. I mean, other than that, though, I got on it and played tonight, and I had a few decent games. Another one that I would have posted if it wasn't so damn laggy, I can't remember. I think my final score on it, I ended up going like 30-2 or 28-2 or something like that. It was a pretty decent game, but just for some reason it would just not, the host would not migrate, and we were just stuck with this terrible host, and it was just jumping all over the place. I mean, I did put up a good score, and getting all the kill streaks and all the and all that good jazz, but it wouldn't have been very enjoyable to watch. So I decided to get this, and I will go ahead and spoil it for you. I mean, you don't want to sit there and be disappointed at the end of the game. We do lose the game, and I mean, I'm not with a team of anybody right now. I'm by myself and with a bunch of randoms, and for the most part, I guess they really don't know what's happening because they constantly go into the middle bunker, and the enemy team is just either waiting in there or they're waiting at the opposite entrances and just tubing into there as soon as they see people go in. And by that point, I was just like, really? And I mean, of course, I don't like talking to random people over it, so every time I get on and play, I have my Turtle Beach on, but my mic is always off. I don't like talking to any randoms or anything like that. Most of the time, either in a Xbox Live party or private chat with friends, things like that. So, but anyway, yeah, my Let's Play though, or the playthrough actually, I should call it. I mean, it's going pretty well so far. Just got through. I'm gonna try to make it a thing to post one full chapter every single day, if not every other day. I mean, I guess it would be a good thing not to post just straight Dead Space playthrough until it's done. That's why I'm gonna try to like kind of integrate these games in right here, just to kind of give you something to steer away from it, get a little variety going. But I really am enjoying it because even though I would like to put some commentary with it while I'm playing it, even if I did have the program to do it so I could record and play at the same time, so you could hear me talking as I'm going through it and hear everything, I would actually probably just end up not doing that anyway, because like I said before, I think it's a better thing to get the full experience of it, to hear the story, see what that's all about. I mean, and plus it's just a lot to talk through when you don't have the proper program. But I mean, for the most part, though, I don't really think I would have anything too good to say while I'm playing it, because while I'm playing, games and things like that, especially, games like Dead Space where you have to, there's scary stuff going around, and, I do jump every now and again, and sometimes you will notice in the gameplay, even though, and that's why I love this game, even though I've beaten it just a million times over on every single difficulty, it's just, it still gets you, it still surprises you, just the random stuff like the random scary shit that you know it's coming, but either it's been a while since you played it or whatever. But oh man, it's a lot of fun. It really is, and hopefully this will if you guys are watching this will encourage you to go and pick it up if you haven't already. Or I mean, even if you're not into playing scary video games, then why not just watch it? You'll get the feel for it. I just believe it's just such a great story and such a great game that you need to experience it in one way or another, at least. If you don't want to play it, that's fine. Don't play it. I mean, but at least watch it. At least know the story of it. And they actually released an anime. Let's see, I forgot. It's called Dead Space Downfall. It's an anime short. Actually, not really short. It's almost pretty much full-length movie anime about how everything on the Ishimura came to happen and how the necromorphs made their way aboard and all that good stuff. And it's a lot of fun. I hope they. I mean, I guess what I was gonna say is I hope they. It would be nice if they made kind of a prequel. Kind of like how everything was happening on the colony below on Aegis 7 before everything came up to the Ishimura. And I'm not completely sure. I know they came out with kind of a short game for it, Extraction on the Wii, I think it was. I'm not really too sure the premise on that story because I took a good look at it, and of course, I don't think the Wii should do anything having to do with Dead Space because Dead Space, it does run off the Havoc engine, and it's a very sophisticated engine. It looks nice and good and all that, great stuff. And the Wii it just can't handle that, so I'm pretty sure it's running off something less than what it should be. And I'm pretty sure that Extraction, it comes from a first-person view, which is not how Dead Space should be played. It should always be played in that third-person, over-the-shoulder look view. I mean, it did a great job in the first one, and that's how it's doing in the second one. Now right here, if you haven't noticed, I haven't called in my AC-130 yet. I want to keep on trying to get as many kills as I can because I'm eventually going to pop on my Danger Close class right there so I can get that extra stopping power off of it. Yes, it is. You saw correctly. It was a little noob tubing class, but it's purely there for if I get angry at people and I just want to noob tube them back. So finally, I do die, but it is slowly creeping to the end of the game. And I call it in. And I just completely just unload on these people. And for a moment, I'm thinking, I'm like, man, maybe I can bring us back because they're all spawning over in that open area right there and getting triple kills and multi-kills and shit like that. And I'm like, great, we're going to come back. We're going to win this shit. I'm going to freaking, rape face with the AC-130 and it's going to be golden. But I guess not because we still end up losing. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough I'm doing right now. Like I said, currently I'm on chapter 4, and I know I've been kind of lax in getting those out to you lately. Excuse me. But for the most part, I'm going to try to get a chapter done every single day, and most likely, depending on the length of the chapter, it'll be split up into 1 or 2 videos, depending how it goes. And then once I'm done with Dead Space, that will lead straight into a Dead Space 2 playthrough, and then also some other playthroughs quite possibly after that. But anyway, as you see, we still lose the game after all of that effort I put in trying to build up my kill streaks and hopefully bring us back 31-2. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll try to bring some more variety to clear out from the Dead Space. Alright guys, see ya.